Hi all. In our today's sessions, we will discuss about the evaluated receipt settlement. What is evaluated receipt settlement? What are the master data setup required? And what are the transactions we need to perform with respect to the evaluated receipt settlement? What is ERS? With the evaluated receipt settlement scenario, the system automatically posts invoices after the goods receipt is posted in the system. This effectively reduces paperwork and data entry errors. In normal business scenario, what happens? We actually create a purchase orders and share that purchase order with our suppliers. Then supplier provide the goods, right? Goods or services he will perform. Once we done the goods receipts and all, then supplier manually or through electronically or through email, he will or through fax also, he can send his invoices to us. Then our accounts payable team will verify that invoices, they will record that invoices, and they will approve that invoices, right? Now here there is a chances to improve the process where supplier is sending his invoices, right? And we are verifying. We can reduce this process with the help of evaluated receipt settlement. We know how much quantity is delivered by the suppliers or how much amount is how much quantity is delivered by the suppliers. So for that quantity, system will automatically create an invoice. The tax informations and discount informations can be read from the purchase orders, right? So if our purchase order is correctly maintained, as soon as we perform the goods receipt, system will create an invoice automatically. There is no need for a supplier to submit his invoices. We are not expecting any invoices. There is no need for verify the invoices because we know we are creating invoices for the quantity received. Okay. Let's see this diagram. In these diagrams, we have purchase orders, 100 quantity, 10 USD is the price, and ERS is activated. We send this purchase order to our supplier, right? And supplier has provided the goods. Ideally, supplier should submit his invoices by any means. But now with ERS, if the goods receipt is posted, system will generate an invoice automatically. And with this invoice, we are going to make the payment to the supplier, right? So this is an ERS process. So ERS process will help to automate our invoicing, right? Let's see how this can be achieved in our SAP. So I'll create a fresh new supplier master, that is vendor master, and I'll show you what is the setting is required. So we'll go to the SK01. I'll give my company code, my purchasing organization, my account group. I'll give my name. I'll give the supplier name here and the street, house number, city, postal code and city, postal code, city, country. Okay. The basic information I'm just added. Then I'll give my reconciliation account. If you want payment terms also, we can add it here. Okay. So now if you see under purchasing data screen, that means our when we are extending or when we are creating our supplier masters for a purchasing organizations, we have to maintain some settings related to the ERS. So we'll first maintain our currency. We will maintain our terms of payments as well here. And then if you see here, we have three options. If you want to play with ERS or we want to activate ERS, in that case, we need to activate these options: GR based invoice verifications, auto evaluated GR settlement, and auto evaluated GR release. So these options we need to activate. So once we activated this one, then let's save this record. So this is the first master data settings where we need to activate the ERS settings and GR based IV in our vendor master, right? So our vendor master is 100015. Now, so first is vendor masters. While creating, you can activate, or if supplier master is already available, you can go to the change mode and you can maintain this setting, right? Now, second one, let's check the settings in our purchase info record. I'll go to the ME11. My supplier is there. This is my material. This is purchasing organization, plant combinations. I'm going to maintain my info record, right? So here plant delivery time. We need to give our tax code. Okay. And if you see here, we have to activate GR based IV and no ERS option should be unchecked, right? So it should not be activated, this no ERS. And let's give our price. So our purchase info record is created. Now, let us perform the transactions. Let's see how the ERS will work. I'll go and create a purchase order, fresh new purchase order. I'll give my vendor number. My purchasing organizations, my purchasing group, my company code. I'll give my material code and to give my plant. So if you see here, I'll give my quantity also. If you see here, there is an option activated called ERS. This option is activated because our vendor is following the ERS functionality. Vendor agreed that he will not submit an invoice. As soon as the goods receipt is done, you just create invoices from your side and you can make the payment, right? So in that case, we have activated the ERS functionality for the vendor, and GR base also means as the invoices should be posted based on the GR only. So GR based IV also we have activated. Now let us save this purchase order. Okay. So my purchase order is created with 81. Let us do the goods receipt. I'm just trying to do the goods receipts, and I'll do the goods receipt for 40 quantities. I'll give my storage location. If everything is fine, click on check. Then we will save it. So our material document is also posted. That means we have received the goods. Ideally, what is the next steps? Supplier will submit his invoices. Our accounts payable team will verify that invoices. They will review it. They will record it, and they will approve it. Right? So this is a normal process. So we are trying to avoid this process. We do not want accounts payable to verify record, because goods, whatever goods are received, accordingly we are going to make the invoices, right? We are posting the invoices. So this functionality, this can be achieved with ERS, and let's see how we can generate invoices based on our goods receipt. So the transaction code is MRRL. So MRRL is a transaction code which used to generate invoices with ERS. You can give some criteria, for example, company code, plant, or vendor information, you can give it. We have the test run option here. You can select that test run option and just try to execute. So you can see the document which we just posted, right? That is, let's see our documents in goods receipt. This is the document we posted for 40 quantities, right? And purchase order number is 81 and the goods receipt document is 61. You can see here the same records fetched by the systems with this MRRL transactions, and you can see it is postable. That means this can be posted. So because it is in test run, documents are invoice document not generated. Let us just remove this test run and execute. Okay. So we can see here our document generated. There is invoice document generated and there is accounting document also generated. Let's open this purchase order. Let's see how these documents will show. So if I go here, you can see the invoice document is generated for 40 quantities, correct? If I open this invoice, you can see here the reference document is generated here, okay? That is our invoice document number itself, okay? Whatever invoice number is generated by the system, same number is updated as a reference, okay? And this is the tax amount because this is fetched from the purchase info record. The tax information was there in purchase info records as well as in purchase orders. So it is fetched from there. The total amount of the purchase orders with the tax amount showing here, right? So the total amount is posted 460. And at the back end, system has generated accounting documents as well. Right? So Sajid Limited will get 460 euro. GRR documents will be debited with 400 and tax will be 60. Like this, an account is generated. So here, does supplier submit invoice? No. As soon as the goods receipt is done, we have executed our program and system has generated invoice document. Now, where is the automation? Anyway, we have to generate this program, right? We have to execute this program. We can set up a background job for this program to run every 1 week, every 15 days, or every 1 month, or every 5 minutes also, right? We need to provide the variants, the frequency, and the program names to our basis consultants to schedule a background job. If you schedule a background job, if the basis consultant schedule a background job, you do not need to run this program. Every 5 minutes, every 1 week, what system will check? System will find the records. Okay, which are the records generated during the last run and this current run. And for those records, system will generate an invoice automatically. Okay. I'll just guide you how we can set up a background job. This is the basis activity, basis consultant activity. First of all, we need to identify our program name. How we will identify it? Let's go to the system and click on status. This is a program for a transaction code MRRL. Just copy this program. Let me get it. The program is this one. Second things, we need to create one variant for this program. Okay. You can go to the MRRL transaction codes and you can create one variant. You can mention some criteria for company code, plant, or vendors. For particular vendors only you want to execute ERS, then you can give your vendor information, right? So different criteria we can provide it here. Test run should not be checked because we want the documents to be generated. Then just click on save, and here we need to give the name of our variant. So our variant name will be ERS for EBR plan. Some variant name we can give. So a variant has been created. We can transport this variant also from development to quality, quality to production. That I'll discuss with you later. So ERS-EBER. So this is a variant we have created, right? Now, what is next? So we will share this information. This is my program. This is my variant. Frequency every 2 minutes, right? So every 2 minutes this program should run. Like that one we can give our frequency. Now we'll go to the means we will share this information to the basis consultant. There are different scheduling applications available like Redwood and all. Those applications can be used to schedule a background job. If there is no applications and we are scheduling all the jobs within SAP, then a basis consultant can schedule this with the help of SM36 schedule background job. Here we need to give our name Z-ERS-EBER. This is my job name. These job names can follow different naming conventions based on business scenarios or based on the business requirement. A naming conventions can be provided. Now, a job name will be provided by the basis consultant here. He will click on the steps here and he will give the name and variant. What is the name? Name is, this is my program name. Okay. And what is the variant? My variant is this. Okay. Then just click on save here. And click on back. We have provided the program and the variant informations. Now we will schedule the frequency. So just click on the start conditions. If you want only one time to run, just click on this one. If you want that it should run on with some frequency, means every after 2 minutes, 5 minutes, then we can give the date and time here. So date and time, and we can give our date. We can give our time. Okay, the system time. 13:18:07. Okay, and then give the period values. If you just click on the period values, and here you can mention hourly, daily, weekly, monthly, and other periods. Okay. So we can give our frequency based on that one. I'll just click on the other period here, and I'll say it should run every 2 minutes. This program should run on every 2 minutes. You can give different values also here, and just click on save, save, save. You can see every 2 minutes this job's going to be executed. Just click on save. So our background job is executed. If you want to monitor our background job, we can monitor with the help of transaction SM37. We can go to the SM37 and we can give our background job name Z-ERS-EBR. right? You can give the username who scheduled this or just type star and execute. You can see there is a job executed and released as well. Okay. Now every 2 minutes, this will be processed, then new job will be generated. So meantime, what we can do, let us create one more goods receipt document for our purchase order, and let's see whether this document will be picked automatically. This is the purchase order documents. Let us post a goods receipt. I'll just do the goods receipt here, purchase order, and my purchase order number. I'm going to do the goods receipt for 20 quantities. Okay. Okay, click on check. Delivery note I'll need to provide. Delivery note. Storage location. And post it. So my material document is posted. Let us monitor the job. I'll not run the MRRL transaction code now. I want system to consider this one for automatic posting. So one job is already finished. Now this second job is running. So just now we posted, this should consider under this program, this job run. Let us wait. Two minutes frequency. Yeah, you can see it is active. The job is active. Another job is scheduled. The active job should finish now. You can see the job is finished at which was started in 13/22/13. And if I click on this log, spool is generated for this one, and you can see for this reference document. Okay, so there is an error message. User Mubin is already processing these purchasing documents. Might be I have execute open this one in change mode. Let me go back. So the document is not generated. Let us wait for another job. And normally frequency should have some gaps. So it should not means one document should not lap into the another one. So we should have some frequency gap. Let us wait for next run. Job is executed, but nothing is considered. Let me just open the purchase order. I can see the invoice is already posted for this one through ERS. So might be the system has already generated the records that gives some incorrect information message. So you can see here our invoice is generated through that background job. So now any goods receipt is done for the ERS, that job will picked according to the variant. If that fulfill the criteria, then system will consider that material document and system will automatically generate an invoice document. So the complete invoice posting functionality is automated with the help of ERS. We do not want supplier to submit his invoices, verify the invoices, record the invoices. System will take care of this one automatically. So this is an ERS. Thanks for joining today's session. We will connect next sessions with the tolerances and invoicing plans.